Grimlock say you watching So Hungry Grimlock Sunday. You ask questions, me Grimlock give you
You are watching So Hungry's Soundwave Sunday. Operation Question and Answer. Initiate. Booyah. Stay down, Grimlock.
Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is So Hungry and I'd like to welcome you guys to another Soundwave Sunday. And I can safely say it is Super Soundwave Sunday because today is the Super Bowl. And not only is it the Super Bowl for football, but it's also an awesome day for Transformers fans. And I will get into that later on in the episode, so stay tuned. But we're going to start out like usual with the questions. There's no Ethan today. He did not make 4 in a row, but 3 was a pretty good run. So let's get this started. Our first question comes from 3 people with relatively the same question. Joshua Jin, Flying J7, and Cleric Lonebomb. And they are asking me if I saw the Sly Cooper movie trailer, and yes, I did. That looked very, very cool. I think the voice actor for Sly in the trailer was different than the actual games, but nonetheless, it looked awesome. I don't want to spoil it, but I want to let you guys know to go watch it. You can simply just search it on YouTube and you should find it right away. And it looks like the movie is going to be coming out in 2015, which is going to be awesome. And I cannot wait for that movie. I mean, that's one of my favorite game series of all time. And I think it's going to be an amazing game movie, which is very exciting for us all, since I know a lot of you guys on my channel are Sly Cooper fans. And also I did have another couple questions mixed in here, and one of them was, what video game do you want to turn into the next movie? And I think Flying J had a good idea with the Mega Man X series. That would be awesome. I think it's already a comic series, kind of, or in between the X and the other Mega Mans, or maybe it's a comic that's coming out, but I think Mega Man would be a very awesome series. And I've been thinking about doing like a Mega Man playthrough, because I really love Mega Man, but it's like a hard game to do a playthrough on because you don't want to really embarrass yourself, because it's a very, very hard game, so you almost have to play through it a couple times. And what I mean by very hard is each of the games is challenging, and each level and each end boss you kind of need to know what to do, otherwise you're just going to die over and over and over, and it's not going to be that fun to watch. So I may do a Mega Man game in the future. Let me know if you guys would like to see that or not in the comments below. Alright, our next question comes from Mr. Butter CN. Hey Mungry, Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus? Which do you have? And if you have both, which do you like better? I have both, but I prefer PlayStation Plus. Soundwave Sunday, numero 85. And I do have both. I think Xbox Live has a better network as far as multiplayer goes and connection, but PlayStation Plus, in my opinion, is the king just because of the free games it gives out. And it doesn't give out like these random really bad games like Xbox is doing right now. They always give out like games that were popular like 18 years ago. They actually give out new games that are really popular and stuff. Like I just got BioShock Infinite for free with PlayStation Plus. I mean, that's pretty awesome. That's a brand new game and like one of the best first-person shooters of last year, I believe. Maybe the best. I think it might have won. So definitely PlayStation Plus, you are the better. Our next question comes from Aphin TX. How can 2 best friends live so far away and make videos together? If you answered this question, I'm sorry. Soundwave Sunday, number 85. You don't have to be sorry, because I didn't answer this before. And this is a pretty good question. Me and my friend Eric from Bro Bras, my co-op channel, you guys should check it out if you have not. And it is a mature gaming channel, I guess more like the Game Grumps if you're subscribed to them. So viewer discretion is advised, but definitely check it out if you can. We make funny video game videos all the time. And I think you're asking about that because he is from Arizona and he lives in Arizona. He's not from Arizona, he's from Wisconsin, but he lives in Arizona right now. And I currently live in Wisconsin. And I made a whole bunch of videos with him last year, and that's what you guys are seeing down in Arizona. And I do want to go down again for another trip to make a whole nother year's worth of videos and stuff like that. So that's how we did it. But you can do it if you are further apart and you can't fly down there or drive to one another's houses. There's different ways. You could, one, go through a network, PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, probably the worst way to do it. Number two is you could record a Skype call, which is a little bit better, and if you know how to do it, it can turn out really good. Or number three is you could have set up both microphones at each other's houses and then just both record your own audio, and then one person could send their audio to the other person's and they can just edit them together, which is preferably the best way in my opinion. That way you're going to get the best quality out of both people's voices. I hope that helps out for all you guys trying to make videos with your friends that are in a different state or country or land or universe or galaxy. Alright, our next question comes from Scout Prime. Hey Mungry, how's it going, brah? It's going pretty good, you know, just enjoying my Sunday. Can't wait for the Super Bowl here coming up. Thanks to you and others, my situation has really gotten better. But anyways, I have a mind-boggling question for you. If you could change one event in world history, such as 9/11 or the Holocaust, which one would you choose? Why? And how do you think it would affect the world? Soundwave Sunday number 85. This is probably one of the easiest questions I've ever had to answer, and just looking back on history, it's got to be the Holocaust. I mean, millions of people died during that, and it was just complete genocide. So it's got to be that one. That's probably the most, I guess, deaths or murders that there's ever been in human history. So that would be that. I don't know how it would affect the world. I'm guessing the world would be a lot different, and people would maybe be a little bit more happy, and there would be a little less history on war. I don't know how else it would affect the world, but I know it would affect it in a positive way. Our next question comes from Mega Agent 2001. Mungry, who's your favorite actress? Soundwave Sunday number 84. Now, my number one overall favorite actress used to be a dead given, Natalie Portman. Love that girl. She's beautiful. She's got fantastic acting skills, and she's smart, fun, amazing. I mean, I know her personally. We dated. So she's got to be my number one. But you know what? I'm going to throw a little loop in here. A close second, and I'm going to give you guys a tie on this one, would be Jennifer Lawrence. I think she's a great actress. She's pretty. She's smart. She can play different roles in different movies. And I think everything that she has done has been a great, I guess, acting performance so far in her career. And the other one is Amy Poehler. I think she is absolutely hilarious. I love Parks and Recreation. One of my favorite shows ever. Very, very funny. I think she's a great actress as well. Our next question comes from the Skulls of Goodness. Mungry, donut or bagel? Donut for sure. For sure. I mean, what do I look like? Do I look like I'm on a diet here? Donuts. You can get them filled. You can get frosted on the top. You got all these different varieties. And with bagels, it's kind of just like, bleh, bagel. Give me some cream cheese with that. Yep. But donut has got to win this every time. Our next question comes from Matt7050 Prime. Hey, bro. What do you think about Michael Bay directing the Transformers series? And if you don't like him, which director would you pick to take his place? Now, Michael Bay is a good director as far as making things blow up and making action awesome. So I wouldn't want to replace him, because he does that better than probably anybody else out there. I mean, maybe Peter Jackson does a really good job too, but I would love to see a different writer kind of write the story for Michael Bay and then let Michael Bay do the directing, because Michael Bay, as much as some like diehard Transformers fans and myself don't like some of the parts of the stories and the characters' personalities in the last movies, he is a darn good director when it comes to action, and he makes the Transformers movies pretty awesome to watch. Some of those action scenes are the best ever in history, in my opinion. So Michael Bay, I like you. I'm gonna give you the thumbs up. I just wish somebody else would write your story for you. Our next question comes from Luminary Chef Chief HD. Deadpool ain't a supervillain or superhero. He's an anti-hero. Your knowledge of the day. And actually, I didn't know that, but you know what? Anti-hero, it's kind of like, meh. It's like you're a mercenary or something. So, I mean, you're opposed to being a hero. It's kind of like, make up your mind, dude. Are you just going to sit there and do nothing and just be opposed to everything? Are you just going to be emo or goth the rest of your life, Deadpool? Make up your mind, bro. Do something with your life. Well, I guess he already made up his mind. He's an anti-hero. But do something with your life, Deadpool. So I didn't know that, but it did get 6 thumbs ups on the corrections from last week, so I thought I'd throw it in there. Our next question comes from Connor Hudson. Mungry, if you had to sacrifice one of your most valuable items to save a life, what would it be? Bit like a cliff question? Not sure what that last part means. But if I had to sacrifice one of my most valuable items to save a life, what would it be? It would be anything. Anything to save a life. There is no item that I own that is worth more than a life. And I don't know if it's just me or kind of my mentality about items, but if I lose an item or an item breaks, I always kind of think, okay, that stinks for like a couple minutes, but then after that I'm just like, I can replace that. I can get something different, something newer, something better, or the same thing again. It's not the end of the world. That's all I gotta say. And you don't want to really take, in my opinion, you don't really want to put itemization or material objects above like anything like friendship, love, spirituality, or like passion for anything else. But of course there's value to them because you paid money for them, and money takes time and it takes effort, it takes work to get that item. So I understand that you care about your items, but just realize that all they are is an item, and saving a life or being passionate towards others or anything like that would definitely be worth the sacrifice of any of your items. And our last question of the day, the most exciting news for Super Bowl Sunday, comes from Brian Mora. Hey Mungry, are you excited for the Transformers 4 Age of Extinction trailer coming out today? If so, what are you most excited for? A Grimlock scene or just a random action scene? Soundwave Sunday 85. And yes, yes, and yes. Can you tell it in my voice? I'm so excited. No, but for real, I'm really excited. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see what we actually get to see. I'm guessing the trailer is not going to be that long, so I will be happy with pretty much anything. And I think it's coming out at halftime. No, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's halftime, but it could be any time during the Super Bowl. I'm not exactly sure, but you'll have to watch, find out for yourself. Also, a little bit of bonus coverage that I've heard, I guess you could call it bonus coverage, is on Michael Bay's Instagram. There's going to be something on there during the Super Bowl, so look for that. And if you have a picture of it yourself or something, go ahead and tweet it at me because I don't have an Instagram. So I'm looking to see what that's all about. I'm also excited to see what the Transformers 4 Age of Extinction trailer is going to be like. It's going to be super. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this Soundwave Sunday. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below. And everybody, have a super Soundwave Sunday.